نحمده ونصلي على رسوله الكريم وعلى آله وأصحابه وبعد فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي ربنا زدنا علما آمين يا رب العالمين. Alhamdulillah. Welcome to another session of Chronicles of Surf. Alhamdulillah. So we have already started a study of surf. So let's continue. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. We learned that surf is the study of the word patterns, how the words are created from just one word, and how it impacts the meaning of the word. Then we learned that there are two types of words that can on which we can apply the surf that are surfable. And then we had the intro, just a review for the fal, as you know that, and we learned that most of the family members of the families are a fal. So we had a little review about afal. Then we learned that there are words that are of three root letters, and mostly 99.9% words are three root lettered. And then we had the examples for the four root letters and the five root letters, and inshallah, after reviewing and after learning about the three root letters, we'll have a little explanation for the four letter root lettered words and so on. Then we learn about how word patterns are formed, and we learned that the default variables or the root letters are the fa, ain, and lam kalima, and that also are derived from this. You can see that verb means in Arabic fi'l. So the default or the variables that serve as that we can take to make other words are taken from this fa kalima, ain kalima, and the lam kalima. And then we can put multiple letters here to form words. And the most basic I mentioned it that family one. Family one is a very simple family in which there are no extra letters, and we can form fi'li madi by just putting all the fathas to the letters like alama, like ain with the fatha, lam with the fatha, and mim with the fatha. We can say that the word is alama from the family one. So it's easy to make. Then we learned that there are total 10 verb families or abwab, and they are as follows. Family one, I told you, family one has the subfamily, six subfamilies, and inshallah, we will start with family two. We will learn family one after we are done with our other families, inshallah. We had this review for file and the detached pronouns because I mentioned it that by forming the tables for self studies, it is very important to have a solid foundation in the on your pronouns. We learned that fail has four main parts of past tense, present, future tense, then the command and forbidding. Okay, then we had this chart done um, for family one to see how this construction is formed for all the pronouns like hua, huma, hum, and we learned that the basic form is this, as I mentioned, and by just putting these indicators, we can make more words out of a single this word nasara, like nasara, hua nasara, huma nasara, nasaru, hiya nasarat, huma nasarata, hunna nasarna. أنت نصرت أنتما نصرتما أنتم نصرتم أنتِ نصرتِ أنتما نصرتما أنتن نصرتن أنا نصرت نحن نصرنا. So Alhamdulillah, and remember this that each block is called a sigha. Even when we will start the families or Sahih jars that we are going to learn today, every block that we will see is a sigha. This is called in Arabic a sigha. Each block, this block is called a sigha. And this whole thing, this whole table is called the paradigm. All right. So Alhamdulillah, as I mentioned that there are 10 families, and each family has 10 family members. And we are going to learn that how these 10 family members are formed. And as I mentioned that in these family members, we have almost six that are verbs, af'al, and four are asma, isms. So let's see what are those. See here, these are all the 10 family members that each family will contain, and we are going to learn each and every member separately in detail, inshallah. But first, we will have a review for our families. Let's see what are they. Falimadi. First member is the past tense Falimadi. Then this is Falimudari, present tense. Al-Masdar, the idea or the verbal noun. Ism file, the one who does the action. This is the doer. This is the doer. Al-fi'l madi mabni lil majhul. This is the past passive. This is the past passive. Al-fi'l mudari mabni lil majhul. The present passive. Ism maf'ul, the one who receives the action. Like it can be the object. Fi'l this is the command. Fi'l nahi, this is the forbidding, like don't do that, don't do this, like that. This is a fi'l nahi. And then a ism zarf, that is time, place of the action. So these are the 10 family members that each family will contain. So Alhamdulillah, now let's see. There are two groups of families in Surf. In our surface studies, we are going to see two types of families, right? So, our first family type of the family is Mujarrad. This is Mujarrad. Mujarrad. And why it is called Mujarrad? Because means alone. Why it is called Mujarrad? Because as I mentioned earlier, that our family one has no extra letter. So this is called a Mujarrad family, a family with no extra root letter in its words. You can see the example, and we have Alhamdulillah done this example, and this is a family one. And family one has six subfamilies, and we are going to learn them in the last, and first we will deal with these families. So, family one is a Mujarrad family. Mujarrad means no extra letters, other than the root letters. Like, as I've mentioned, that every word has three root letters. So you can see here that there is no extra letter in this Nasara. See, Noon, Swad, and Ra, these are the root letters. And by putting all the fathas, as I told you, that we can make the past tense, Nasara. So this is a family one, and it has no extra letter other than the root letters. Then our next group is in our family is the Mazid Fihi. Mazid Fihi. Mazid Fihi means that there are Mazid means extra. Mazid means extra. Fihi in it means extra in it. That means we have additional or extra letters beside the root letters. Like, and those are in these families from family 2 to 10, we will see that there are lots and lots of extra letters. Like here, the root letters are seen, lam, and meen. Then this is an extra letter. So all the extra letters, all the families that have extra letters in them, they will be in the group Mazid Fihi. Mazid Fihi. That means additional or extra letters are inside those letters or added to the root letters. Okay, Alhamdulillah. So there are two groups, Mujarrad and Mazid Fihi. Okay, and because we are going to start, as I mentioned earlier, that there are three root letters and four root letters and five, and inshallah from today or three root letters, so they will be called Salasi Mujarrad and Salasi Mazid Fihi. Salas means three, so there will be that is why they will be called Salasi. Okay, Alhamdulillah. Okay, now look at here. As we know that default letters are Fa Kalima, Ain Kalima, and Lam Kalima. And these are some examples that I have written here to show you that how this Mazid Fihi and Mujarrad works. Now look at this. We have a Fa Kalma Kaf, Ain Kalma Ta, and Lam Kalima Ba. Kataba. Kataba. So this is a Mujarrad family, Kataba. From Nasara or from family 1, we have this Kataba. You can see here there is no extra letter included in this word. It has only root letters that are mentioned here. And as I have told you many times that by putting all the fathas to a family one, we can make the past tense. So this is past tense, a first family member. See here, I showed you here that this is a first family member, فعل ماضي, the past tense. So in Salasi Mujarrad, it is made by just putting the fathas on the letters, all three letters, and these are the root letters. Now look at this word, akhbara. The root letters are kha, ba, and ra. So how do you know that this alif is not the extra root letter? So uh, uh, now this is where the Sarf comes in, and this surf will help us uh, in finding out that what are the extra letters that are included in our words. Now see here, iktaraba, iktaraba. What are the root letters of ra and ba? So how do we know that this alif or hamza or ta are not root letters? How do we know that? So this is where surf is going to help us. So it is very important to learn about surf because it will tell us that what are the original root letters inside a word by putting each word into different families, and that is how we have divided the families into Mujarrad and Mazid Fihi. Mujarrad and Mazid Fihi. So you can see here, this is the Mujarrad family word, and these are all from these two words are from Mazid Fihi family. Alhamdulillah. And you know that learning surf will help us learn about these type of words. Alhamdulillah. Okay, you can see here that these Roman numbers here, these are the Roman numbers. You will not find them in classical books, right? You will not find them because this one is based on a modern dictionary, hence where and inshallah our next class will be on using the dictionaries, how to use a dictionary. Inshallah, I am going to tell you how you can go check your dictionaries and how you can look for a word, you can look for the meanings, and how you can find that which word is from what family. So we are inshallah going to learn these. So these Roman words that you see here, you will not find in the classical books because they are all in Arabic, and because we have taken them as a we use them now for the learning of modern surf. We use them as our indications for the families. And in the classical Arabic, they are all in Arabic. You will find the Arabic terms for them. But inshallah, we'll see that how these families are used in the dictionaries. And for the classical books, the patterns are mentioned, as you will see soon that how these patterns are formed, and those patterns are you will find them in your classical books. So uh, let's see. Okay, so this is the template for a Sarf Saghir. Sarf Saghir means small Saghir, and why we have the grammarians have named it Sarf Saghir, you will soon going to learn it. So this is the template for a Sarf Saghir chart, and you know that these are the 10 family members that we just learned, and how we are going to put them into so Sageer, this is how the table goes. فعل ماضي, فعل مضارع, then مصدر, then اسم فاعل. Then on the next line, فعل ماضي مبني للمجهول, then فعل مضارع مبني للمجهول, then مصدر, then اسم مفعول. And then the last line will be for فعل أمر, فعل نهي, and for اسم ظرف. This is how we are going to put words inside our self-study charts for all the families that we are going to learn. The table for the surf is as I have shown here, and we are going to learn it. And basically, we have families in surf, and each family will use this table. So how we are going to use this table? Let's learn it. That by putting all these words one by one in each Sira, as I mentioned you, that these blocks will be called Sira, right? These blocks, each block will be called Sira. The first Sira, here, the second, these are all Siras. And this is the template that we will, inshallah, will be using. We will be using. So, Alhamdulillah, let's start with family two. As I have mentioned, that for we are not learning family one now, and we are going to start with ثلاثي مزيد فيه. And I told you that why we use here ثلاثي, because these are all three two-letter words that we are going to learn, inshallah. So this is our first family that we are going to learn in ثلاثي مزيد فيه. In ثلاثي مزيد فيه. And as I mentioned you that family two, why we are naming it 2, 3, and 4, because this is how we are going to find them in the dictionary, in Hansware and the other dictionaries that you are going to refer in future, inshallah. And alhamdulillah, you are going to master all the things. And I know that for the beginners, we are all in the stages of learning. And for the beginners, it might be overwhelming, it might be confusing for the first time that you are learning it, but uh, I must tell you that you have to keep revising them. You have to keep revising the concepts that you are learning, because it will help you, inshallah, a lot. And I also would recommend you to please memorize all the charts that we are learning, inshallah. So that will help you in making new words, and by putting all the new words into one family, you can see how multiple words you can find, you can form, inshallah. So, family two, here goes family two, Bab Taf'il. This is how you are going to find them in the classical Arabic books, Bab Taf'il. And you can see that how this word is taken. This is taken from the masdar talim, taf'il, talim. You can see they are all on this pattern. So that is why the classical Arabic books are written by taking the masdar, because masdar is uh, we will inshallah learn about masdar, that um, a masdar is the word which is the originator, or which is the basic form of all the words, and from this masdar all the words are formed. So inshallah we are going to learn about masdar, and that is why all the names of the families are taken from the masdars. So it will be easy for you to memorize if you want to memorize the Arabic terms as well. So Bab Tafil is, you can see here, by putting the root letters in lam and meme, we have made this masdar taliman from taf'ilan, bab taf'il talim, right, by putting this into a mazid fihi family 2. Alhamdulillah. So let's see, as I already showed you the template that we are going to use this. So here you can see the first word is fa'le madi, and I told you mostly there are the fail, like six fail and four nouns. Like see this, uh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Here are our six fail. Here are our six afal, right? And see here, 1, the masdar, 2, 3, and 4. Four nouns that we are going to learn, inshallah. Masdar, ism file, ism mafool, and ism zar. These four are a ism, and six are a file, that are put into one template of Sarf Sahih. This is how we are going to form thousands of words, inshallah, alhamdulillah. Now let's start with family 2, inshallah. So, Bab Tafil from the Masdar. Okay? So, Fa'li Madi is Allama, Fa'li Mudari, Yu'allimu. Please, please note the red highlighted parts. Yu'allimu, Yu'allimu, Masdar Ta'liman. Isim file, Fahuwa Mu'allimun. Allama. Ain Lam Mim. This root letter means to teach. To teach. Allama, because you know that this is fi'l madi, means he taught. And why we are saying that he taught? We have already learned that a single word gives the meaning of a full sentence in a fi'l. all the fi'l that we see gives a full meaning of a sentence. So allama means he taught. He taught. It doesn't need anything else to complete the sentence because a single word in itself is a complete sentence. Allama means he taught. And why? Because it is fi'l madin. So that is why we are saying in the past tense, he taught. So whoever is teaching or whoever taught is fahuwa. So that means he is a muallim. He is a teacher. He's a teacher. So inshallah we are going to learn the meanings of each and every word. But for now, we are just learning how to put all the words in our template of Sarf Sagir chart. Okay. So let's see. पहले मादन अल्लमा युअल्लिमु तालीमन फहुवा मुअल्लिमुन अलमादी पहले मादी मबनी लिल मजहूल उल्लिमा मुदारे मबनी लिल मजहूल युअल्लमु मस्दर तालीमन again the same masdar so there you will not feel difficulty in memorizing them but remember this you have to memorize these all charts ism maf'ul is fahuwa muallamun look here is the kasra and in ism maf'ul here is the fatha allama yu'allimu ta'liman fahuwa muallimun علم يعلم تعليما فهو معلم فعل الأمر منه علم فعل نهي والنهي عنه لا تعلم اسم ظرف والظرف منه معلم والظرف منه معلم. So this is our Bab Tafil family 2 Salasi Mazid Fihi first family that we are learning in our Salasi Mazid Fihi. Allama yu'allimu ta'aliman fahuwa muallimun Ullima yu'allamu ta'aliman fahuwa muallamun Al-amru minhu allim والنهي عنه لا تعلم والظرف منه معلم. Now please repeat after me and inshallah in this way you can memorize these charts and I must tell you that when you will memorize it everything will be on your tips like it will be a piece of cake for you to make thousands of words just putting just putting the root letters different root letters into this chart and you can make lots of words like you can put uh, for example, you can put any root letter, sin, lam, and mim. So it will be like sallama yusallimu tasliman fahuwa musallimun, just like that. So it goes on, and you can put any root letters in it to form this chart. سلم يسلم تسليما فهو مسلم سلم يسلم تسليما فهو مسلم just like that and it goes on right so this is our family 2 Bab Taf'il Alhamdulillah so okay so today we are going to see four families, family 2, 3, and 4, and there is a reason behind it why we are starting with these three families, inshallah. And in the next class, I hope that you will learn these families. So we will go in detail. And for the few weeks, 1 or 2 weeks, we will be doing these three families in detail. Every part of every siga, we are going to learn it in detail. And what are the implications of these families? And what are the meanings of each and every word? So we are going to learn these three families and what are the things that are common in these three families. We are going to learn them, inshallah, and we are going to master them, inshallah. So, like family 3 is Ba Mafa'ala. It is from, you can see from the Masdar Mujahada. You can see the Masdar, this is taken from the Masdar. This name is taken from the Masdar. Alhamdulillah. Okay, there is a reason that why we are using a different word for each family. Like you can notice here that here we have used the root letters Ain, Lam, and Mim. And here we have used the letters Jim, Ha, and Dal. And here for family 4, we have used the used letters Sin, Lam, and Meme. So there is a reason behind it because in classical Arabic, you will find all the patterns, all the words on the pattern of, on the on the scale of fa, ain, and lam. So it goes like fa'ala, you fa'elu, and it is fa'ala, and it is afala. So it will be lots of fa, ain, and lam. So as for us, for the beginners, it is very important that we should start with some other words that can be used for different families. So it will be easy for us to memorize the chart. And the most common that are used are for family two, it is allama. And for family two, the word that is used is jahada. Like you can say, these are the default words that are used for these. But in the classical Arabic books, you will not find them. You will only find them with the root letters fa, ain, and lam, like fa'ala, fa'ala, and af'ala. So here for the beginners, it is very useful. Like I think it is very convenient to use different words for each family, so it is very easy for us to memorize. Alhamdulillah. Okay, so let's see family 3, ba mafa'ala. In the classical Arabic, Salasi Mazid Fihi, and why we are calling it Salasi Mazid Fihi? Mazid Fihi, I mentioned you that there is an extra letter in, other than the root letter. So here, Alhamdulillah, starting with the Madin, Jahada, Jahada, Yujahidu. Please read just notice the highlighted letters. Jahada, Yujahidu, Jihadan, wa Mujahadatan. This family has two masdars, Jihadan wa Mujahadatan. Jihadan wa Mujahadatan. Fahuwa Mujahidun. Fahuwa Mujahidun. Jahada yujahidu jihadan wa mujahadatan fahuwa mujahidun. Juhida yujahadu jihadan wa mujahadatan fahuwa mujahadun. Look here, here it's kasra and its maf'ul has a fatha. Al-amru mirhu jahid for amr, for the command. Al-amru mirhu jahid. فعل نهي is والنهي عنه لا تجاهد لا تجاهد والظرف and for the ظرف والظرف منه مجاهد. And inshallah, it might be confusing as I mentioned, but we will see how each and every word is formed, inshallah. So don't get confused and don't worry, and we are inshallah going to learn each and every one in detail. But just for the introduction, I have to mention these three families to you, these first families, family 2, 3, and 4 to you to continue our sub families, inshallah. So here it goes. The family 3, Jahada yujahidu, jihadan wa mujahadatan fahuwa mujahidun. Juhida yujahadu jihadan wa mujahadatan fahuwa mujahadun. Al-amru minhu jahid wa nahyu anhu la tujahid wa zarfu minhu mujahadun. Alhamdulillah. So this is a family 3 in Salasi Mazid Fihi Ba Mafa'ala. And I told you this word is taken or named after the Masdar. Alhamdulillah. The last family for today is family 4, Bab Ifal. See this, the Masdar Islam, Ifal, Islam. So this is again Salasi Mazid Fihi, family 2, 3, and 4. This is the fourth one. So you can see here, this is the extra letter other than the root letter Sin, Lam, and Mim. Aslama means he submitted. He submitted. Jahada means he struggled. Allama means he taught. These are all Fele Mahdi. Jahada, he struggled. Fele Mahdi Aslama, he submitted. So here it goes. Aslama Yuslimu. Again, see the highlighted letters. Islaman fahuwa Muslimun. Uslima Yuslamu Islaman fahuwa Muslimun. Al-amru biru aslim. Wanahyu anhu la tuslim. والظرف منه مسلم. Alhamdulillah. So these are four families that we had learned. And inshallah, as I mentioned, that we are going to read them in detail. So this is family four. And as I mentioned to you about the family Mudare, see this, I highlighted these three words in the family Mudare for family 2, 3, and 4. See this. So why I highlighted them? So here's the reason that these three families that we are learning together, and we are going to see all the sighas, and we are going to find form their Sarf Kabir charts as well. And inshallah, we are going to start them soon, inshallah, in the next class. To mention these families together is the similarity they have. So it will be easy for you to memorize these three families and their patterns. Look at the family mudari form of these three families. Alhamdulillah. This Aslama, Allama, Jahada, they all have the fathas, right? This family, Madi of all these three families have the fathas. Okay? But look at the similarities in the file Mudare as well. The first letter has a Dhamma. See this? First letter has the Dhamma and the third letter has a Kasra. The U-E sound, the U-E sound, here the U-E sound. Yuslim, Yuslimu, Yuallimu, Yujahidu. Yuslimu, Yuallimu, Yujahidu. Yuslimu, yu'allimu, yujahidu. Right? So this is a similarity. U-E, U-E, U-E. So this is a similarity that they have. These three families have the U in the beginning and E in the middle. U in the beginning and E in the middle. Right? Alhamdulillah. Aslama, Allama, and Jahada. And I mentioned and I told you that why these words are taken as default words, because if we have taken the classic Arabic, the fa'ala, the afala, and the fa'ala, it will be lots of fa'id and lam kalimas. So that is why each family has a different word, so different patterns, so that it will be easy for us to memorize. So it is our Allama family, the family 2, and Jahada is a family 3, and Aslama is a family 4. Family 2, family 3, and family 4. Alhamdulillah. And they all have a UE, UE, and UE sound. Alhamdulillah. So, yeah, the Dhamma in the beginning and Kasra in the middle. Alhamdulillah. So, Alhamdulillah, this is for today. We are we have Alhamdulillah learned, have a little introduction on these ثلاثي مزيد فيه families, family 2, family 3, and family 4. And inshallah, in the next class, in the next session, we are going to start learning them in detail, and we will see the implications and the similarities, and we will compare these families, inshallah, that what these three families have in common and what they don't have in common. And inshallah, with each seerah, we are going to learn more and more charts for each family, inshallah. So this is a little introduction for the Mazid Fihi. family using the Sarf chart and using this template, standard template for all these families. Alhamdulillah. So see you in the next class, all of you. بارك الله فيكم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.